When we first saw Frieza on Namek, and all throughout that arc, he didn't change at all. Even when he met Goku, who is notorious for changing people, Frieza was still Frieza. He didn't change for anyone. Even when Goku gave him a second chance, he still tried to kill him. So today I'm going to be looking at a story that goes into the unknown, something that is so traumatizing that it wasn't even officially licensed by Dragon Ball Z. I was skeptical about doing this one. This is the story of Frieza as a child, his traumas, everything that he's been through from birth up until we know him now. One of the first things we see is Frieza's mother, which is interesting because the general consensus with the Frieza's race and how they reproduce is that we all just thought that, oh, it's just like the Namekians, they do it without the female, it's kind of asexual. But in this interpretation, Frieza's got a mother and a father, and you can see him wrapped in these sheets. It's a little baby Frieza. King Cold takes him in his arms and he wants to know how strong he is. Right away, within an hour of him being born, he wants to know his power level. It goes into this thing where they talk about Cooler. Because Cooler is Frieza's older brother, in this story, King Cold was the one who manually crafted Cooler into this cold-blooded monster. And Frieza's mother doesn't want to give Frieza away to King Cold straight away. She actually wants to stop Frieza from going down that line. We skip ahead about 5 years, and this story really enforces the idea that Frieza was not always a bad guy. In fact, a lot of it was his dad and his brother. It reminds me a lot of a Zuko Ozai situation. Frieza's mum is being kind and gentle and not forcing him to go out on these missions. Although he does have this insanely high power level, she's not forcing him to kill anyone. And because Frieza is so young in this story, his brother Cooler and King Cold are out training, and we get this shot of King Cold training Cooler. And you can tell that King Cold is so disappointed in Cooler because he's training him, but Cooler isn't getting any stronger. He's getting beat up by his dad, saying that he won't even get to lead his army one day. And so while Cooler is on the ground, this little kid Frieza comes out and starts making fun of him for being so weak. Cooler just got beat up by his dad. He's not going to get trashed on by his little brother, so he punches him in the face, and then when he turns around to face his dad, beams straight through the chest. And who else would do it but a baby Frieza? Baby Frieza had enough power to take down his brother, and King Cold sees this, and he actually takes Frieza's side. He looks at Cooler as if he's just disgusted that he let a baby do that to him. He pretty much just leaves Cooler to die and takes Frieza within his arms, and that's when we start seeing Frieza becoming the favored child. Cooler is left there to die. King Cold has completely forgot about him and is now training Frieza. King Cold has never seen Frieza in that situation before, so naturally it made him interested, and he tells him, I wonder how you would react if your real life was in danger. And so without any hesitation, King Cold swipes at him, crushes him with his tail, punches him through the ground, but Frieza, being the prodigy that he is, as a little baby, flies up into the air, creates a death ball, and throws it at his father, and this makes King Cold excited. He's finally found someone who he can mold into his own image, without fail, unlike Cooler. The next thing we see is a beat up Frieza in bed with his mother nurturing him because his father just got done beating him down. It's very important to realize that Frieza is a prodigy, and throughout his entire life, he hasn't done an ounce of training. Even now, getting beat up by your dad isn't training. Frieza at this stage is still a kid, so he does have some innocence about him, but as he grows up and as this story progresses, you get to see the true trauma of this man. Next time on Dragon Ball Unguarded, we are going to be going through every phase of this man's childhood. If you absolutely cannot wait and want to read the full story right now, I will leave links down below so you can. Definitely check it out, but I will be covering this in total next time on Dragon Ball Unguarded. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.